what even is this channel anymore? So welcome to some PokeMMO PVP. This is just gonna be a test because I'm gravitating between lots of games at the moment. So I lead off with my Discops, and he leads off to Lucario, and I know he can't damage me, so I go for a Focus Punch, but unfortunately he switches into his Mantine, which is part flying, so my Focus Punch doesn't do much damage. It's decent but not too much. So I go for Toxic, and for some reason he just starts spamming Ice Beams. Now as you can see, Ice Beams barely damage me, so I guess it's just a battle between stalling each other out. I Toxic him, so he's going to lose the battle eventually. Shadow sneaks again, gets hurt by poison, and he's out. So now he switches into his Honchkrow, and I can't really damage him, so I go straight into Electivire. Or did I? I'm thinking about it. Oh, okay. I go into Weavile. Now I was expecting a Shadow move, but he goes for a Night Slash, which crits, doesn't do enough, but it breaks my Focus Sash. So now he switches into Lucario, which is not effective, like Weavile isn't effective against Lucario. So I go into my broooo, and Drain Punch does surprisingly a lot, way more than I expected. For some reason I thought it wouldn't be super effective, or normally effective. I thought it would be weak. Mach Punch isn't enough to knock him out, and he just takes me out with an Aura Sphere. So now I go into Electivire. I have Fire Punch, I have Psychic, and he does not, I outspeed him, which is obvious. Electivire is super fast, and he's EV trained in speed, so Lucario goes down. Now he switches into his Rhyperior, and I can't really damage him, so I go into my Kingdra, and that Earthquake does surprisingly a lot. My Kingdra is near perfect, and that still did way too much, so here I get super lucky with a crit Surf, and the ability of my Kingdra is Sniper, it's not the Rain ability, so crits do way more, so that's how I managed to take him out, and I'm super happy about that. For once it's more useful. So now again he goes into his Honchkrow. Sucker Punch is not enough to take me out. Again though, he crits with this fucking Honchkrow. Ice Punch, one hit KO on the Honchkrow. Sand Slash now out. I do outspeed him, however that does not do much, and I get taken out by the Rocky Helmet. So he predicted that and goes for a Defense Curl. Weird choice, but okay. Hyper Voice now, because I know that his defense is up. Earthquake does damage, but not enough to one-hit me. So Rhyperior is out again, and I'm kind of sweating because I know I can't really take him out with my Pokemon, so I gotta play it rather smart. So I go into my Discops again, and I Toxic him, just trying to buy time and secure the win, because he could sweep me with this fucking Pokemon. So I do that, I Toxic him, then I go for a really pathetic Shadow Sneak. It barely does damage, but yeah. Now I switch into my Electivire, my last Pokemon. Had I gone for Ice Punch, I wouldn't have knocked him out and I would have lost, but I go for Psychic because I know his Rhyperior has low special defense.